Good afternoon.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
Um, we already have a lot of folks here. It's great to see all these comments and people all ready to go in the chat. Um, so anyway, we're really glad to be here. I was talking to Kathy this morning, and we're both well, I'm more in the snow right now, but I know Kathy's still in the snow area. So it's kind of a dead zone here in Philadelphia with everyone staying in. And I thought, what a better thing to do is to do a show and just get on the air and, see what's going on. And if anybody wants to have any questions, to come on board and do that. So,
So, Tom, what time is it?
let me see. It is time to transcend. Yeah, so we're here doing readings. As I put in the comment section, this is for personal readings. And we will kind of randomly try to pick questions in the chat and personal questions. If it is a mediumship question, we will need the person's name or relationship to you, and your name if your name's not in your YouTube name. So, like if your name's John, then your relationship would be your father in spirit or his name or whatever. So, and then the question. Otherwise, if it's a psychic question, that's just put that in the chat. So, yeah, like I said, so we're in Philadelphia. We're pretty well snowed in right now, and just kind of doing our thing inside. Um, I put in the chat as well in the comment section my website, which is on the screen, timetotranscend.com. So if you're looking for a reading or a Reiki session or a combination of both, you can check that out on my website. Also on the website, we're offering group mediumship readings for, let's say, 5 to 10 people on a Zoom call. And it says on the website that it's with Tom and a colleague. Well, the colleague is Kathy.
Hello, surprise.
So if you're interested in doing a mediumship group Zoom meetup, you can email me at Tomas at Time to Transcend. And as well as there's another email in the description of the channel, and we can tell you all about that. And sessions last under 2 hours, and they're a lot of fun if you're new to mediumship or if you want to get a group together to do that. So let me know about that.
Well, I just want to extend that a little bit too. It's kind of when we do a group thing like that, at least for me, I kind of tailor it to the spirits coming in or what the guides are saying that person is needing. So it doesn't necessarily have to be 100% mediumship. And mediumship is talking with a loved one who was transitioned over. And it could be an older ancestor or someone recent. It doesn't really matter. They will step forward. But we also pick up on intuitive readings. What you may be working through an issue that you don't even have, and your guides will talk to our guides, and they'll be saying, tell them to do this, or show them how to do that, or put this little bug in their ear because they're not listening to me. So we also get these intuitive hits. Um, Both Tom and I play a little around. Oh, you should see my cards. We both play around with tarot cards as well as oracle cards. And Tom is a Reiki master and he's a practitioner. I'm also a master. I work more in the energy realm. And it just kind of boosts my intuitive and other things. So I think between the two of us, we kind of do a nice blend for our galleries and reads. So don't think of it as
go ahead.
No. So yeah, it's an overall woo woo experience. How about that?
Yes, and we're excited. We're going to be, Kathy's traveling over to the East Coast, and we'll be doing a live gallery read um, with an audience and everything here in May. And we're really excited about that. And one of our good friends is going to be coming with us and giving us some support in a lot of different ways. So we're looking forward to that. Let me see. Oh, if you're interested, if you like the channel, please like and subscribe. It's free. If we might get to 300 subscribers during this session. I'm just on the edge of that. So I'm really excited about all the new people that have joined the channel. And as I note in some of my shorts, I do inspirational messages that I get from my guides. I do automatic writing, inspired writing. And I take that and put that into a short. And in some cases, I put that in the section in the post section. I also do some channeling, and I get messages through that way, which I post. Sometimes it's from specific people. Sometimes it's from just my guides, but it's information just to share, and it's really centered around right now around a lot of messages about love and coming together and things that we need to, I think, focus on right now. So there's a lot of things going on in the world, and I think it's time just to take a breath and kind of get yourself tuned into some other information when you're overwhelmed by it. So I wanted to say too, as far as the cards go, I use these. I like this Psychic Tarot card by John Holland. They're tarot oracle card combination. I really like these cards. I use these quite a bit, and so I'll be using those today when appropriate. So without further ado, let's see here. I'm going to say some hello to some people before we get started. We have Sunshine here. Welcome. Nice to see you. CJ M126 SN, hello. Looks like a little cat's in the picture there. And we have our moderator, Neptune's daughter, also known as Jan. So she's our moderator for today. We want to welcome Brenda. And I think, Kathy, you have a little announcement with Brenda coming up, don't you?
Yes, exciting announcement. Brenda and I will be on Brenda's channel on Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Central. So please go and join us on Brenda T's Imagine YouTube channel. And really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So thank you, Brenda. Thank you for joining.
And this Friday, I'll be on Scott's Scorpio Sun Tarot at 7 p.m. Eastern, doing readings with him. That'll be this Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So also hi to Annie Bear. Nice to see you. Usually I see Annie Bear in the morning with the Terry on Holding Her Space or on her channel. So it's nice to see you here. We have Evans here. Nice to see Evan. And we have a nice little group of Carol's here. Hi, Carol.
Catherine.
Hanks is here. Nice to see you. Fogo Pogo. I was just on Kelly's channel, Woo Woo Wonderment, a couple weeks ago. So nice to see you here. And let's see, we got a nice crowd. So let's get started with some questions, if you're ready, Kathy.
Sure.
Okay, let's see here. We have a question from Sunshine. I'm about to embark on a shamanic journey in Nepal next month. Any guidance or advice for me? What can you see? Thank you so much. Mm-hmm. Well, right away, I guess I see you climbing some mountains. Just exploring some places that'll be really unique. And I think just taking the time to not only breathe in the air, but just like breathe in the experience. Yeah, that's what I'm getting right away. Go ahead, Kathy, if you got something there.
I'm getting the textures and the energies. You're really going to notice those heightened textures and energies. And I think they're going to be so positive and maybe more of an uplifting, positive vibe because you're going to be exposed to not all the, even though we don't watch social media or TV or whatever, that energy still surrounds us and it's hard to break away from. And I think there you're really going to be embraced by uh, the energy of the plants, the earth, the textures. I'm also getting the textures, the feelings. You're going to pick up vibrations that you are going to be able to absorb and bring them back with you. And you're going to be able to disseminate those vibrational energy. It's almost like they want you there to absorb it so that you can take it to your place and recreate and draw those energies to you.
Yeah.
So,
And I'm getting, I just pulled the solitude card. So I think with, along with all the experiences that you'll be going through, I feel that you're going to finding some time to really connect with yourself as far as looking internally. And I think that's going to take you to a new place. And I also see a lot of connections being made that you'll be able to carry forward. So I think that's great.
I'm also hearing drum beats and different rhythms. So I pulled this card before the show. Wasn't sure it was who it was going to be for, but I know it's Bobby. And it's music. And what it says is there's a melody to be heard in the deepest part of the woods. Sorry. There's a melody to be heard in the deepest part of the woods, if only we listen. And you're going to be listening. You're going to hear that that different kind of music.
Well, good luck with that. That's going to be exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting. Okay, we have a question from CJ. Can you tell anything about whether I'll be returning to work or getting a new job?
Did you like the work you were doing, CJ? I'm kind of picking up you kind of have a meh attitude about it now that you've stepped away for a few minutes.
Oh, she just mentioned that she goes by Carrie.
Oh,
So,
Carrie? Okay.
Carrie.
Hi, Carrie.
I don't know. Do you do work? Right away, I was seeing you like behind a keyboard or like working. So I see you working. Um, I'm also getting the sense that you're going to be busy with whatever you're getting back into. Oh, and she says but the pay was low. So I guess you're looking that maybe looking at what I was seeing was maybe the work you were doing. Um,
I'm getting the work you were doing wasn't really satisfying your soul.
yeah, it was
Um,
kind of like it was taking care of business as far as the bills go, but um, and maybe also that you were working a lot that you didn't have time to do the other things. So I think you feel like you're really looking for something else then. Um,
um, are you the type person that people like come to you and ask you questions of where can I get this? Where did you get that? Where can you direct me? Kind of like if you think of a wagon wheel, like an old time wagon wheel, you're like the center spoke. People come to you to ask and ask questions, and you just naturally can direct them, or you know somebody that can help them. I see you in more of a coordination role of bringing services together and helping people know where to go to get this and that and the other thing.
and I'm feeling that in the job you were doing, you actually were doing some of that informally. And I think people, at least the people that were around you, or maybe the people that were your bosses, were kind of taking advantage of that, knowing that you had this ability. But I feel like you can transfer that into what you're going to be doing. And and getting more credit for that because you do have that ability. You were doing it already. Um, yeah, I just feel like something's coming your way. It might be coming from some sort of connection to the previous job, but yeah, I wish send you all the best with that. Let us know how you're doing.
Yeah, I'm feeling something probably in the next 3 or 4 weeks that will be more forming up. But I really want to encourage you to kind of look at not so much the money aspect, because the money will come. Your job will have the money that you need with it. But I really encourage you to sit down and go, or when you're not sit down, don't think about it. But when you're out and about with a friend or on a walk with a pet or at a park, think about the things that might present opportunities. Your guides are saying, don't think about it logically, think about it with your heart.
Yeah,
What would make you feel good? And I think that if you follow that heart feeling, then that's going to lead you right to. I really see you in a coordination type job, organizing things and coordinating things.
yeah, and by doing what I'm also hearing the word manifest. So by doing that kind of thinking, you're going to be drawing that in. So um, yeah, put it out there. Don't obviously you could go back to the other job and but if that was just taking care of business and not taking care of yourself, so you need to find something that'll kind of move you forward. So no problem. Thanks for coming on the channel. Let us know how you're doing going forward. So um, we've got some other people here that have joined the chat here. Super Cougar 1968, I know who that is. That's my sister. Hi, sister. And I have my other sister here. I got a lot of family here. Nice to see you, April. And we have a hello from Tom, from Paul. Hello, Tom and Kathy. I'm skiing. We had 2 to 8 inches of snow for PA. Oh yeah, because Paul's in Pennsylvania as well.
Ah,
Yeah, so yeah, we had a lot of snow. I'm kind of like, this was nice this morning. At least this time, the snow's going to melt because the last snow we had lasted almost till about a week ago because it was so cold. So it was a disaster trying to walk around with all that snow around. So there's still some of that left, but most of it's gone. Okay, let's see here. We got another question from Emily Reagan. How do I best support my spouse and child that have deep pain and conflict?
they like to play you for the middle.
I was seeing the same thing.
Don't support either of them. Make them own their own thing. I'm getting a really strong message from the guides that you need to say, hey, this is you guys' burden to carry. You either get along or you don't, but you leave me out of it. I'm not taking sides. And what's that tarot card? The 10 of Wands, where he's carrying these sticks on his back and holding them like this so that you can't see a clear way forward. You don't know what to do to help either of them. Throw away the sticks. Say, hey, you guys created this. You guys have to fix it. There's nothing I can do to help. And I think you stepping out of it will shock them a little bit because that's not the role that they're used, and it may wake them up to make them understand that they do love each other and they have to find a way to communicate if they want to stay, if they want to heal this rift.
Yeah, I mean, it's like having worked with in schools for a long time. If you have somebody that's causing a lot of issues. If you kind of like avoid them, they suddenly don't have anybody to feed off of. So, you know, try to step away from it as much as you can, because it's the issues I feel are not, they're between, it's almost like they're using you as a communicator. They want to, you know, it's like somebody said, I'm going to tell this to you, and then you have to tell, you know, the other person, and they need to communicate themselves. You know, they need to do the work themselves.
Yeah, I feel like they're both venting to you, and you're the dumping ground for everything. And you need to say, nope, not doing that, not hearing that. You know, if you want to talk to me about this, go outside and talk to the tree. I'm not listening to it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, and that might. What I'm also getting is that's not going to be easy. It's not easy to do that. It's going to take a little bit of strength on your part, and I do see there's a lot of difficulty around this. I mean, between this stuff that's going on, so it's important to yeah, find some time for yourself as much as you can, because it seems like when you go into this realm, or this with this group, with both of them, it's really tearing you up. It's causing you a lot of strife, and you're not able to settle yourself. So um, yeah, she says yes, that's what happens, but but it decreases the conflict. So um,
Don't, you're suppressing something that needs to be come out and be resolved. So um, let the conflict happen. We all come to this realm with lessons to learn, and maybe those two lessons are not going to get resolved if you keep decreasing it or suppressing it.
yeah, she's
Let
saying
it
it's
happen.
very painful.
I
Yeah,
oh I understand.
yeah, um, yeah. I feel like it's I do feel like there's a lot of pain around this, and um, it also might be a good idea. Maybe there's a way to engage them one on one. Um, if you feel like you want to do that, you know, and try to get an understanding of maybe not specifically what they're doing, but to understand where they're coming from. But it's yeah. Oh,
I
and we got a good comment from Annie Bear. Says that phrase, "Tell it, tell it, tell it." Walking works for me. So
Yeah.
you know,
I also heard set some boundaries. Say, okay, from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock, supper time and evening. I'm not hearing it. You guys are not, and you're not putting me in the middle of this. I go to parties and there's no talk about religion and no talk about politics. And that's the boundary rules. I know if I'm stepping into this arena, I'm not talking this, I'm not talking that. I'll be talking everything else with everybody, you know, but those are the two boundaries. So I just heard pick your time to set those boundaries and say, we aren't doing this at this time, and make them respect that, you know,
yeah.
maybe that'll help.
Well, good luck with all that, and
I do see it resolving though. It will take some time and some firmness on your part. Baby steps, but once you get past the first couple of baby steps, they'll become giant steps. So there is hope. There is a resolution. There's a way that they will find to work together. Um, but you need to take that first baby step of saying, you know, not in this time frame. Set your boundaries.
yeah, good luck.
Yeah. Much love.
Yes, for sure. Okay, we have Lily 00012. Hi, Tom and Kathy. Can I ask for a general message? What do you see for coming up and my energy soul path? Oh, Leora. So,
Mm.
Leora, nice
Hi,
to meet
dear.
you. You're very very caring. Um, you have a real, I feel like you have real soft energy, and you really care about people. Um, and this is really is part of your plan is to is you bring a lot of joy to people because of your presence is what I'm getting. Um,
Eh,
and go ahead.
no, go ahead, Tom.
I was just going to say that when you're doing that, though, be careful that the people that you're obviously giving people a lot of joy and happiness for being around, but make sure that they don't take that energy away from you too much. So you have some boundaries, because I think some people that are like empaths, they they're good about giving out energy, but there's people out there that just take a lot. So I would say be careful with that.
I'm also getting that you're a very curious person. You're starting to see things from a different angle. Instead of just seeing and noticing that this is a maple tree, you're actually starting to see some different colors and vibrations coming off of that maple tree. And it's very intriguing for you. And the more you notice those type of things, the more you're looking around for other things, and you're starting to see um, energy. I just I just feel energy around not only you but the things around. So I'm getting pay attention to those things because that's a different part, a different aspect of your personality that your soul is starting to wake up to. So, and um, I call them drive-by messages. If you're going for a walk or you're driving a bicycle, I kind of see you on a bicycle maybe too. But if you're going somewhere and something catches your eye, like a bookstore or a pet store or a different kind of grocery store, stop and go in. There's something there that they want you to experience. It may not be a hit you upside the head type message, but it'll be a very subtle. You're playing now, and they want to show you different ways you can play. So honor those little instinctive. Um, I'm going to go right instead of left on the path, and kind of pay attention for those little subtle things because they're trying to show you different things.
Yeah, and I see as you move forward. Well, I got two cards here. One, your spiritual strength. So there's this whole other thing you're moving into, and I do see things moving, quickly. Um, and don't allow yourself to focus on what gives you strength is what I feel. You know,
Yeah.
don't feel like you have to do things necessarily to for others, but more about what's going to resonate with you, because by doing that, you're going to be able to continue on this path with helping others and being that person that I think you like to be. So
Mhm.
yeah, so great. Let me see. She says, yep, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice to meet you, Leora, and all the
Yeah.
best with everything. I feel like there's a lot of new things on your horizon. Is a good way to
Yes.
put it.
Yeah. I feel like you're going to be choosing to spend more time looking for things on your own than you are going for coffee with the girls. So,
Yeah, a lot more depth, a lot more.
mhm.
Not there's nothing wrong with going out and have coffee
Yeah.
with the girls. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't know if it's, but for me too is a I like doing that kind of thing. But I've noticed in the last couple of years is that I actually enjoy kind of getting to know things at a more deeper level and kind of really look inside too. So Where a lot of times people are always looking for outside ways to occupy their mind or for in a way to kind of keep them focused in some way. But really, in many cases, it's important to turn all that off and really look inside. So, like if you're watching your TV or something and you can't find anything to watch, maybe it's the messages, turn it off and just find some quiet time, because in those moments you can really look inside. And I think that's important. There's so much noise right now.
I'm going to chuckle with that one because when I find myself in that mode where you just have the TV on and you're just listening to this stuff and you're not really paying attention, if it goes quiet, I looked over and what Spirit has put through in my feed is a bird feeder cam where you just sit and watch the birds, and it's okay. It's nice. It's pleasant. And, um, it's just as enjoyable. You helps you find that balance. So,
And I saw a comment here in the bottom from um, Fogo Pogo. I didn't see your. I didn't. We didn't skip your question, so you're still good here. We got a couple other people I wanted to say hi to. Let's see here. We have Jade here. Nice to see you. Let's see who else. Got so many people. This is wonderful. It's so exciting to see everybody jumping in here. Oh, and Kathy, thank you for this. Kathy is one of my students in our mediumship club up in the Poconos, and she she reminded me yesterday after our class and said, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. So I have to remind people to do that. So if you like the show today, please subscribe and spread the word. So I just started the channel last August, and in January I was only at about 150 subscribers. And as of the start of this show, I was at 280. So maybe when the show's over, we'll be at 300. And so the idea too with the channel is, it's not about, making sure we get a lot of subscribers and all that, but just having a place for people to reach out and ask questions and come to. And so it's just, it's really, really, really nice to do this work. There's a couple other people I wanted to say hi to in here.
well, and also hello to people that will watch this after the fact.
Oh yeah.
I feel like
Good point.
there's, some of that. And for those lurkers that are out there but not able to join the chat room, we feel you. So welcome, welcome.
Oh, Jay's reminding us this is Christine from our online practicing group. So that's wonderful. Nice to see you. So we do have a mediumship question here from our friend Anne, and she said,
hi, Anne.
Hi, Anne. Anne, I don't know how you're doing. You're not that far from where I'm at. I don't know if they had snow that far north, but we definitely had it where we are. So she's asking if Benjamin wants to convey a message through both of you. And so Benjamin is Anne's son in spirit. So just give us a second. He's right away. I see him clapping. And I think you already know this. He's one of your biggest cheerleaders and supporters.
What I'm hearing him say is, Mama, I have given you the messages that you should tell everyone. Don't discount the messages I share with you. They are also meant for others.
Yeah, and also that through doing that, he's leading you on your next, like where you're going with it. So, it's been a very difficult thing that you've been through with the loss of your son, tremendous loss. but he's been there with you now in spirit, and through all these experiences, um, he's giving
He,
you the ability to really to be able to help others in so many ways that other people can't because they haven't been through the experience.
are you just finishing up something, Anne? He's showing me that you've wrapped something up, that it's time to move on to the next phase. Um, I think I have an idea about this, but we can talk separately if you want. But he's shown me that you've wrapped up something, that it's ready and it needs to be, and and he's told you that it's time to move on to the next phase.
Yeah,
And I think in the next phase, he may be stepping away a little bit more. So prepare yourself for this. In the next phase, he may be stepping away a little bit more so that you can shine. He goes, right
yeah,
now, it's been very much him helping you, and he wants you to take the things that you guys have talked about and take a baby step forward, and he's going to step in the background watching. He's going to become the parent and you're going to become the child.
and I'm also getting that with this project thing that you're finishing up or whatever, is that you keep wanting to make sure that it's perfect and check it, and he's saying like, no, it's ready to go. Like you've done the work. Like you know, I you're moving. You've got it. You've got it. So let's see here. She has a couple comments she wanted to. Let's see if I get this.
Yeah.
Oh, she
He's
said,
saying he's saying don't use that as a delay tactic. You know, baby steps, take the first step out. Wrap it up. You're ready. It's ready.
so she's got a. Anne's writing a bunch of. Oh, she says yes, Tom. Disease of perfectionism. Yeah, well, he's telling you that it's all. He's giving you the support, saying it's all. It's ready to go. The package is ready for the wrapping paper, whatever this is, and ready to be sent off. So,
Yeah.
and you have a lot to share. So,
Yeah.
great.
And I can't wait, Anne. It'll be first on my list.
Yeah, keep us posted on that.
Yeah.
Um, let's see here. Let me go back up here. So I want to do the automated question generator that some folks use, but I realize I don't have that option, even though I have a paid subscription. I need to update it or something because I wasn't able to do that. So I have to do the scrolling on the questions. So it just takes me a little bit longer
Yeah.
to get there. So let's see.
Yeah.
Oh, Callie, Fogo Pogo, can you put? I don't see your question in here. Maybe I'm missing it. If you're still there, if you want to put it back in, I can get to it. Um, we have Annie Bear saying hi to Mary. Mary's here.
Hi,
Um,
Mary.
oh, here it is. Mary says hi, Tom and Kathy. Nice
Hi,
to see you,
Mary.
Mary. And our friend Kinders, also known as Kindy. Hi, everyone. Kindy's here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kindy's another Pennsylvania person, so a little different part of the state. So I don't think you had the snow that we had. Um, let's see here. Let me look down and see if I got the question from.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could put your question back in, Fogo Pogo, that would be great. Um, oh, so we have Catherine Banks, open ears. Oh, she's making a comment for
Mhm.
whatever, ready for whatever messages you have. Let's see here. Yeah, if anybody's in the chat and has not put a question in, please put a question in. We have time here for more questions. Um,
And if you're still there, I just want you to know that the infusion of love that's coming through me from Benjamin out to everyone is awesome and amazing. He was truly an amazing young man. So
Okay. Oh, cool. We have a question from Annie Bear. She said she had bald eagles fly low. Think it was my mom. Any messages from Marjorie? Thank you very much.
forgive me, Annie, but the first thing I heard was, well, at least I didn't poop on you.
You,
So
Kathy, I swear I'm not saying it. I exactly thought the same thing, but I didn't want to say it. I heard dive bombing, like they were dive bombing. I don't know if that's happened to you, Annie, before, but that's supposed to be good luck, though. Actually, that's what they say. Wow, that was wild. I picked up on the same time, Kathy. Um, it, maybe is there something around that with your mom that she like to play games and things with you, um, like to surprise you with things, out of the blue.
she's just showing me that some for a lot of her life she had to fly really low, like low vibes and stuff, and now she's learned how to soar. That uh, um, so sometimes when you're up here soaring, you don't realize the harm you're doing by not paying attention to the things below, as much as she should have. And she wants you to know that uh, she can now swoop down below and understand the things up there as much as, or the things below as much as she can, uh, from the eagle eye versus the lower ground level. Um,
And I'm also getting that sh- she's showing you that, as they say, eagles fly and flying high, is that she's almost like wants you to look upward because you're flying high, like you're moving forward and doing things. And I do feel that there's a lot of learning that she's having, um, that she's doing on the other side, but she sees you soaring um, and moving forward.
And Andy Bear, I just want from my own perspective, I so much enjoy the pictures that you share. Almost every day, Annie Bear goes on a walk and she takes pictures. And your mother has shown me you take pictures from up high and below. You'll see the sun through through the trees, and then the next picture will be of a moss on the ground. So she's saying you see that high and low now, and you already know that, and she's just learning that.
Yeah, and I just got the transformation card, so I think there's a lot of transformation, um, with you, but also with your mom and spirit. So a lot of movement that way. I hope that helped, Annie Bear. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was powerful. I had a kind of a significant experience happen, with me actually at my campground, and there was kind of a meeting of some people, and we were all getting together, and there was this giant storm that occurred. And when it was over, one of the workers came over and said, "Do you realize that the falcon, there's a falcon?" She thought it was an eagle, but it's a falcon. She said, "You know that falcon was on your roof the whole time you guys were inside the trailer and through the storm?" And I was like, "Whoa," because we did feel like there was somebody with us, because one of the person's husband had passed, and there was a relationship there to some of the things he had done, there where the camp is, and that eagle was, or the falcon was there, kind of watching us. And as soon as the sun went out, and we went outside, the falcon took off. So
Yeah.
messages. The spirits can manipulate a lot of things. I mean, and one thing they can do when people say that a bird or something comes to them and it reminds them of their father or somebody, that really, in my opinion, my thought is that really is spirit coming to you. So the fact that the birds came, and the eagles in your case, Annie Bear, that's really incredible.
Yes.
Okay. I did get, let's see, here it is. Oh, we got Callie's question, Fogo Pogo. I just solidified dates for my first official courses I'm teaching that are entirely my own creation. How will this go? Any advice, pointers? Thank you.
God, you're such a creative person already.
People will appreciate. First thing I'm getting is people are going to appreciate that you take so much time with this, and you're not doing it as a cookie cutter. You're not doing what a lot of other people are doing, and the people that you're going to reach with this are really appreciating the unique way you do it and the time you've put into it, because it wasn't that you just didn't like quote unquote cut and paste something. This was like your own thing, so people will appreciate that.
And I'm also very much keen in with what Tom is picking up for you. They're showing me a book with like an A, B, C, and they're showing it like slamming shut, because you are going to be able, when you're in that classroom, you are going, even though you have an outline, a process of things that you want to make sure you cover, you are going to be able to tailor um, how best those messages will be received to each of the people in your class. Some people are going to pick it up like, oh, I understand, I get you. But there's going to be a couple that you're going to have that you intuitively are going to know that they're not quite understanding it or not quite feeling the energy. I feel like it's energy work you're going to be working with. And you are going to be able to show them a different creative way to pull in that same energy. And that is going to expand. So trust your intuition more than the course syllabus. And you're going to be great. And a lot of fun. I think you're going to relax into it and just, you're going to shine. I see this going very well for you. I'm excited for you.
Yeah,
I want to come.
And the individualness, the way you took time to develop the course, as Kathy was saying, that the ability to connect with people, getting to really know them, is really gonna. People don't get that a lot. People don't have that kind of. A lot of people just kind of go through the motions. So she's saying, perfect. That's my hope. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the individualness that you've taken to develop it are going to attract the right students, and they're going to appreciate it for that.
And I just want you to know, on a personal note, I still have the flower that you made for us. I don't have the book in here with me, but it's marking the place in a book I'm reading. So thank you.
Yeah, people that, when you do things for people like on an individual basis like that, people remember those things, because a lot of times, although it's convenient nowadays to send messages on social media and everything, it's still nice to get a card in the mail or, get a little gift, because, that really, it really makes a difference. And that's your approach to this, to what you do in general, but with this, it's going to really help out. So
that personal touch is what's going to be your ace in the hole. I just heard him say ace in the hole is that personal touch that you give, just naturally, that you give.
And just a shout out to Callie's channel, Woo Woo Wonderment. Check it out. She's got a lot of shows that she's scheduled on a regular basis. So if you haven't checked that out, like and subscribe to her channel. It's a lot of unique offerings, as we said.
Yeah.
Let's see here. We have a question.
Just to tell one of your shows, I think you have one coming up where you're making pretzels or baking, something like that. to me, that's woo-woo stuff. So I need to watch that one.
Okay, we have a question from Evan. I asked you both previously about a massive career shift. I think it's happening, but I'm starting to wonder if I'm meant to keep doing the same thing, just reoriented differently to spirit myself. I'm getting right away is that it's almost like you to move to this, like you are going to move to something different, but in the meantime, it's kind of like you need to keep things moving along, I guess. So doing something similar will be helpful as far as, just paying the bills and doing that work. But I just feel like I just saw like cards kind of like a dominoes falling. Like, and message I'm getting is like, it's all leading you and it's all connected to whatever you're going to be doing next.
What they're first off, hi Evan. First and foremost, they say you never unlearn a skill. So just because you may think that you're doing a similar thing, I think it's going to shift you in a direction that you may never have done before. And they're showing me an example of making a stir fry, and you only put like rice and 2 or 3 vegetables in it, and that's the way you've always done it. That's the process. That's what you're used to doing. But all of a sudden now it's like you're not using rice, you're using something else for a base. So it's still mixing and blending things together, but the foundation may be there, but the mixture may change. I hope that makes sense. And again, they're reiterating, you don't ever unlearn something. You expand upon everything you do. So I do think the basis of what you may have done in the past are forming a foundation, but it is going to be different. Yeah.
And I also am getting that when you start this, it's almost gonna be like you want to, I don't know if this is the right thing. I'm going to go back to what I was doing because it was comfortable. But just stay with it because it is going to be an adjustment, especially the fact that you were doing something for so long. There's sort of a comfort in that. So it's still going to be like I just heard growing pains. Like there's going to be some things that you'll have to move forward with. But it'll all work out.
I also get you've got a lot of irons in the fire right now. You've got a lot of things going on, and you might be pulled to go back to that comfort zone, but just stick with, resolve the issues in front of you right now, get those things going in the direction that you need them. And then suddenly what you're meant to do will be like right in front of your face. So, I guess if there's any message, it's take care of yourself. Make sure that the things you have going are fully taken care of. So yeah, it's going great. And again, I pulled this little card and didn't know who it was for, but I think it's for you. And it says light. These are little nature cards, and the message is to look to the space between the trees for answers. So take care of the things that need to be taken care of, and look at the space between the trees. Don't keep looking at the tree. Look at the space between the trees.
And as Kathy was talking, I just pulled this card. It says material and spiritual prosperity. So not only will this new adventure, I feel, be Obviously taking care of what we need to do in the 3D world, but is also adding that extra layer, not just doing the money part. So yeah, good luck, Evan. Let's see. Okay, we have April says, any messages for me? Kathy, I'm going to let you take this one because
Okay.
because I
Oh,
my
okay.
reason.
Okay, April. I feel you're a busybody type person. You like to be in on everything, to the point where you want to be in the know, but you don't really want to be in the know. It's like you have a hard time. You don't want to feel left out. That's what they're trying to tell me. You don't want to feel left out. So you might go to extremes to be included in something. Um, and they're saying to ground, to center yourself. Think about what you really need, not what everybody else thinks you need or what you might have needed in the past. So focus on, um, instead of having 5 social engagements that, that's important to you, pick 2 of the 5 that are really important and focus on those. Don't scatter yourself so much. So don't be afraid to sit with yourself, is kind of what they're saying a little bit. Uh, and that's hard for a lot of people, especially in this day and age where there's stimulus out there everywhere. And it's like, oh, I'm going to go do this. I want to see that. I want to do this. I want to be with this person. There's something new that opened up around the corner. Um, it's saying to quiet things down a little bit and focus on the things that are really going to be meaningful. Instead of going to the coffee shop with a coffee that you really don't care for, maybe choose to go walk through a museum. Uh, uh, Maybe instead of um, going to the store to find out what's the latest, greatest piece of clothing, maybe you look in your closet and spend some time there, remembering where you wore this outfit and what happened with it. Just kind of some quiet reflection time.
Yeah. Um, yeah, and I'll just add, agree with what Kathy said, and just make sure you take some time. Again, take some time for yourself.
Hmm.
That's important.
Yeah.
Thanks, April.
Yeah.
Um, I was gonna. I'm scrolling down here. Let's see here. Yeah, got some comments here from some of the readings um, from Evan and things. Yeah, I'm glad it. Wish you all the best with that. Okay, we have a new question here. Um, Hi, Tom and Kathy. May I ask for some insight pertaining to myself and Robert energy, looking for clarity on a soul level and discernment of whose energy is what?
Is Robert a person, or um,
It's a guide or like a
or is it like you feel somebody's taking your energy away?
it's did you, if you're opening yourself up to things, is was Robert invited? Or is he coming to you? That's what I don't know. Is this somebody in spirit as far as If you can let us know here.
If you're talking about just on an energetic level, um, for me, I pick up energies, and with everything has its own vibration level. It's like if you're in a spice store, every spice has its different flavor and flavor combination, and you can taste that and recognize the difference. For me, energy vibration works similar. Tom has an energy that is very specific to me. So when I'm feeling that energy, I automatically know it's Tom. The more family relationships, you will kind of get a feeling that okay, this family has a similar vibrational tone that I feel. So you can pick up on those relationships. So if you're talking about a purely energetic, I really don't feel my own vibration. Um, Others do. So I'm not sure I would recognize my own vibration in the universe. I recognize how it impacts things, but not my own specific. Um, so how discernment of that energy is just talking with them, sitting in meditation or asking your guides to step forward, and I can kind of feel a little bit of a different energy pattern that relates to a behavior pattern. I feel things a little differently. So if you're trying to associate and differentiate different energies, ask your guides for help with that, to help you maybe categorize it.
Yeah, because I think too, you're in charge of your own
Mhm.
being and how you handle that, and so and how you connect and whatever. If it's either is someone here in the earth plane or somebody in spirit. I mean, it's important that you own your own thing, your own energy. Um, that makes sure you're not don't feel like you owe somebody, or in this if this is somebody in spirit, that you're connecting with that. It's how you do it. It's not what you owe somebody else.
Yeah, and I'm being guided to tell you that if you are not sure about whose energy this is, you can tell it to leave.
Mm-hmm.
You own who you let in to your energy path. And the more aware of that we are, the more discernment you can use. So if I'm walking through a grocery store, so to speak, and there is a frequency that I'm not comfortable with, then I can tell my guides, or I can, if there's a spirit entity that's around that I'm not comfortable with. You tell everybody has a protector guide, and you tell your protector, no, this one is not for me at this time. And spirits and energy have to follow what you tell them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you tell them to leave, they will do that.
Yeah, and I got these three cards as we were talking: authority, and I feel this is like you're in charge.
Mhm.
Um, your spiritual strength, that's you're in charge of that, and then just the awareness to know to delineate between the two. So uh,
Mhm.
yeah, I think I started off by saying, was this invited or not invited? So if you don't need to deal with it if it's not something you want to deal with. So
Mhm.
let's see here. I think we're actually just over the hour, Kathy. So let me
Yeah.
just go a couple comments here. So April mentioned, thank you. Um, so sitting in the, she said she just, thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
We got a comment from Salty Sailor J, aka Jarrell. So I noticed that, I was so excited about my subscriber counts, and then all of a sudden they drop off. So I don't know why that happens, but I guess it's some little glitch in in YouTube. So I think we're basically, I don't think we have any other questions, but I really appreciate everybody coming in today. This was great, especially since we just decided it this morning. We called each other. I think literally I was only up for about an hour, and then I said, I'm text Kathy, hey, do you want to talk? And decided to do the show today. So this was great seeing everybody on it. Remember, Kathy's going to be on Brenda's channel when?
On Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern, and that's Brenda T. Imagine, her YouTube channel. So
and I'll be on Scott Scorpio Sun Tarot this coming Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's in my post section. And also, subscribe and like the show today. And I'll look forward to seeing others here and there in different ways. A lot of us are in chats on other channels. So this has been great. Any final thoughts, Kathy?
No, just we are available for group reads. We each read individually, and and I know I speak for Tom in this too. It just gives us such joy to be able to do this work. It's just undescribable, and I want everybody to know that I'm sending out all kinds of love and warm vibes and smiles to help get you through the rest of the day. So thank you so much.
Yeah, just reach out on my website. You'll see information and for anything like that. And I just want to give a shout out to Neptune's daughter, aka Jan. Thank you. Thank you for being our moderator today. And thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful afternoon. And if you're in the Northeast like I am, stay warm and stay out of the snow. Take care.
All right. Bye, everyone.